Hey folks, if you can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody to refresh the screen. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, if you can hear me, go ahead and post in the comments that you can hear me. Can you hear me, but can you see, or you see me, but can you hear me too? Demir? Guys, let me know. Okay, sweet. You guys can hear me. All right, there's a little delay here on my screen, so all right, I'm gonna hang out here, guys, as long as you can hear me, and as long as you can, as long as the waterfall in the background's not making too much noise. Can everybody hear me clear? The waterfall in the background's not drowning me out or anything. Just let me know that everybody can hear me loud and clear on this big white microphone here. We got Team No Sleep in the house. We got the Millionaire Mom. We got the Free Money Mommy. You guys are so badass, it's unbelievable. Paish, good to see you, my brother. Donna Dunson. Tom Farrell, good to see you, brother. We got so many people. This is just the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You guys are just unbelievably badass. It's just crazy. Demir, you're an unbelievable badass. Meeting you, buddy, in Florida was just so cool, man. Thanks for coming out. You and your lovely girlfriend or fiance or wife or wherever you guys are at. You guys are just unbelievable. So guys, listen, this is completely just kind of off the cuff. And what I wanted to do tonight was just really sit down with you and have a conversation. I wanted to make a couple of announcements. As you know, some kind of really cool, just big things are going on here at Empower. And more than anything, what I wanted to do was I wanted to hop on here and make some announcements. I wanted to give you guys some information a little bit ahead of the curve here because I wanted to get you guys ready and prepared. For those of you who are just listening to this call, maybe somebody invited you here to this live stream. By the way, this is completely live. I'm hanging out here in my back patio here down here somewhere in Florida in a secret location. No, I'm just joking. This is just my house. And you know, for those of you who don't know who I am, Dave Sharp, co-founder of Empower Network. And here's what I want to tell you is what you're about to see, what you're about to learn here, what you're about to experience on this live stream tonight is something that's going to be, I think, a little bit different than what you've experienced before. I'm going to share some things with you. I'm going to give you some information. I'm going to take you through some mindsets. I'm going to give you some strategies to literally transform not only your financial future and present, but also completely shift the way you think about business. There's a lot of things that are going on in life today. And what I want to do is give you tonight not only some things that are going to completely change the way that you look at your business, but are also going to give you what you need to start making not $1,000, $2,000, but $3,000 a day. Guys, I want you to think about something for a second. We've created almost 60,000 customers over the course of the last 10, 11 months, okay? 60,000 customers. Right now, we have a retention rate just on our blogging platform that's about 41%. That means that about 41% of the people who have signed up and bought over the course of the last 10 or 11 months are still customers. I want you to think about that for a second. 41% retention rate, okay? I'm going to teach you how not only on this call to create a loyal following and team of people who will follow you and literally give you and send you money for the rest of your life because you know how to treat them and build a culture. And I'm also going to show you how to make a lot of money today, because a lot of you are in a situation right now to where you're looking for not only a way out in the future, but you're looking for a way out right now. You realize there's a lot of things going on in the world. There's politicians that are now, especially in this particular time, promising all of this just complete ridiculousness that gets promised every 4 years when it gets time to be reelected. And this is not going to turn into a political discussion by any means, because my opinions and thoughts would last a lot longer than I'm going to stay on this live stream tonight. But what I am going to show you is how to create your own economy. I'm going to show you how to create your own financial present and future. I'm going to show you how not to rely on anyone ever again, because you are in control. You decide, you have the power, you're badass enough, and I'm going to teach you and show you how to release that inner badass. Guys, we just had 3,000 people, not 300, not 3, not 30, 3,000 people show up in San Diego for the Fight the Forces of Evil event. And what I realized at that event was that this is not a company comp plan set of products, guys. This is a movement, and the time to act, the time to decide is now. It's not tomorrow, it's not next week, it's not next month, it's now. Very rarely in this industry, very rarely in life in general, do we get an opportunity to really make an impact on our lives and other people's lives to the magnitude of what we have here at Empower Network. And I'm telling you that that's something for me, for an entrepreneur, for somebody who's been doing business and been in business and been involved in business my entire life. Guys, it's not exciting. That's not the word for it. It's invigorating. Because this is what every single person who's in business dreams about their entire life. Guys, we just released, or in the process of releasing something, that we released it at that event. For those of you who did not come to San Diego, you need to go into your back office right now and just order your tickets to Austin. Period. Just order them. Being at the events gives you an advantage not only to learn the things that are taught from stage that sometimes I can't teach on a live stream. Sometimes I can't teach them on a conference call. Sometimes I can't teach them in the mediums that we have to be able to teach, but I can teach them live. My partner Dave can teach them live. Our leaders can sit down with you. And here's the magical thing that you get by coming to the events is you get to sit down, see face-to-face, shake hands, hug, interact, touch, hear, speak, ask questions to the people who are making $100,000 a month, who are making $60,000 a month, who are making $40,000 a month, and you get to actually see it and hear it live and in person. And guys, there's nothing that can, there's just absolutely nothing that can replace that, period, inside of your business. We released also, and we do this at every single event, something big that can absolutely impact your business and help you have a $10,000 week. In some cases, with a lot of our leaders, a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 day, and is going to completely revolutionize not only Empower Network, but the entire industry. We released something that we talked about on the Monday night call, and it's the Empower Network Masters course. Now, let me explain to you what the Masters course is, just for those of you who have not really been plugged into what we've been doing. Let me get a drink of water here real quick. Oh, hold on a second. I'm a little bit new at using this whole Google Hangout thing. Hold on a second. Tom Farrell wasn't San Diego badass. Robert, you like my microphone? I'm just checking the comments real quick. So anyways, back in August down in Costa Rica, we had almost 100 people, and we actually had to cut it off at 100, buy a ticket down to a live event that was called the Masters Retreat, to where we invited the leaders, several people earned this the opportunity to speak down there. And then we had several people not only in Empower who were making 20, 30,000, 40, 50, 60,000 a month. And Dave and I also, who are active affiliates, by the way, who sell our own products and actually do what we tell you guys to do. We all taught literally how we've built our business from scratch, from ground zero to where it is right now. Me personally and my partner, over the course of the last 10 months, have put together systems and tools with the help of you badasses that have done almost $20 million in sales. Guys, and what we did was we took the psychology and the actionable steps that we took over the course of the last couple of years. And I want you to think about this. Almost 5 years ago, which is not a long time ago. Literally, most people work 10, 20, 40, 50 years to build a business that does maybe $1 million. Guys, 5 years ago, I was homeless on the street, struggling with addiction and alcoholism, had been homeless off and on for about the past 10 years before that, and literally got clean and sober, have been clean and sober since, okay, completely turned my life around, and then got involved in marketing a few years back, and over the course of the last 3 years have been able to build a business from zero to now doing tens of millions of dollars in sales online. And when I started, guys, I want you to think about this. I did not even own a computer, didn't know how to work a computer, literally had to ask my girl Erin to put a computer on her credit card. We went to Best Buy, bought it, and I paid her off over the course of 6 months. And I paid her off right before I decided to go full-time inside of my business. So guys, what's the difference between somebody like me who dropped out in 9th grade, who struggled with all kinds of things in life, and started at the same place everybody else did, but went on to build a business and do tens of millions of dollars in sales? Well, the difference is some specific things that I taught in my portion, in my module, of the master's course. We had Chuck Marshall, we had Dave Wood, of course, we had Tracy Walker, Aaron Rashkin, we had Tony Rush, we had Chris Daugherty, we had Lawrence Tam, we had John Moroz, we had Simon Stepsis, we had Mike and Adam, Mike Hobbs, Adam Whiting. We had, guys, we had more power, we had a more power-packed lineup than I've ever seen in any training event ever in any industry that I've ever been involved in. Guys, people paid $5,000 to come down, plus all of their travel, plus all of the things that they had to do to get down there, right? Because it takes money to do these kind of things, okay? To especially go out of country. Some people may not even have had a passport. So I would assume that we had people come from Australia. We had people come from the UK. Okay, so I'm going to say that a lot of people invested upwards of $10,000 minimum to come out to this event. Okay, we took all of everything that we taught and packaged it into a 39-module course, broke down into sections that you can digest easily, a workbook that you can go through and easily understand exactly the information that we taught, and we packaged that, and we're going to be releasing that this Monday to the public. Okay, to everybody inside of Empower Network. Now, I want you to think about this. What is that truly worth to you? I literally gave away what made the big impact and difference inside of my business to be able to take it from zero to where it is now. That one thing that I said, one thing that Lawrence said, one thing that Chris Daugherty said, one thing that Dave Wood said, could literally be the defining factor in your business. It takes it from where it is right now to where you want it to be. I don't know what your goals are, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month. We literally have people who are in Empower, who have never made money before, who are already making 10, 20,000 a month. Is that a guarantee of income? I should have done this at the beginning of the call. Guys, we don't guarantee any income. We're just a bunch of badasses who just unplug from the matrix of not only, the system, but also normal network marketing, and are just here to just be badass. And I don't know how badass you are. I'm sure you're pretty badass, but we've got some people who are incredibly badass, hardworking, and they invest in their business. Most of all, what I've noticed more than anything about people in Empower is they're not afraid to invest in their education. That's why they're all in. What does all in mean? That means that you own all of the products, you actively listen to audios, you follow the 8 core steps, you focus on getting 2 a day, you get to the events, and you get your team to the events. People who do that, guess what they're doing? They're doing 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. The cool thing is we actually publish the average earnings at empowernetwork.com/income.php. And I'm proud of our income disclaimer because we've got an unbelievable amount of people who are actually turning a profit and making money as affiliates. That is very abnormal in most companies. You don't get that. Okay. So with that disclaimer being out there, guys, the information that was revealed is a combination of all of these different leaders who are making a total of millions of dollars per month, all packaged in a course, 39 modules that literally, when you go through this, I would recommend that this is the stuff that people literally are paying in line right now to pay me $10,000 a day for consulting that I do not have time to do because I'm too busy helping people and Empower make money. This is the stuff that people join people's businesses for. This is the stuff that's the things that leaders are reluctant to release and talk about because it's taken them a lot of time and hard work to be able to learn this stuff and implement it into their business. What happens at a live event, though, is very special, and that's why you have to make sure that you go to all the live events, is because this stuff just comes out. It's magical. It's unbelievable. All of our leaders are very, very giving, and in a very intimate setting like what we had in Costa Rica, the information, it was rolling off the leaders' tongues like just a knife slicing into hot butter. It was unbelievable. I mean, I learned things. We had Dagan Smith down there. He went through a storytelling through email module that was the most unbelievable thing you've ever seen in your entire life. That's in the master's course. We're releasing that. We should be selling this course literally, guys, for 10, 15,000, honestly. We should. We could. We would. But of course, what we want to do is put it at a price point that people can actually afford to get it, because it's something that's not even an option in your business. If you want to take it to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month, this is just stuff that you want to know. We're releasing this live on Monday. Here's the cool thing. We're paying a $3,000 commission on this product to the affiliates. And what we want to do is incentivize you guys even more than you're already incentivized to be more badass than you already are, because I think that you guys have this inner badass that you're releasing a little bit at a time. I know that I did this. It wasn't immediately that I let everything out of the bag. I want to give you a reason. We want to give you a reason to completely go all out, go all in, and really do things that you never thought that you could do. Lawrence Tam, for example, and we tell a story all the time. I was trying to get him on here. I don't know if he's on, or I don't know if I just am not inviting him correctly to the hangout. I'm a little bit technically challenged, honestly. It's pretty hilarious, which shows that you actually don't need to be this technical guru to you know, make a lot of money online, which is pretty hilarious. Anyways, Lawrence, just a year ago, I saw the look in his eyes, didn't think that he could do more than $12,000 a month. As a matter of fact, he still worked a job. He was an engineer, mechanical engineer in Texas, and I remember looking at him, and he did not believe that he could make over $12,000 a month. $12,000 was his mark, that if he hit it, he would quit his job. Guys, his first month in Empower, he did something like, I don't even know. I should probably look at the stats before I just go off and say, but it was some unbelievable, ridiculous amount of money, and now he's making $50,000 a month in his business consistently. Consistently, guys. Consistently. That's the power of getting all in. What did he do? He was invited, along with Dave and I, along with myself, when Dave put his retreat down in Costa Rica, he was invited down there. Dave just said, we were all buddies, we were all friends. He said, why don't you guys come down and hang out? I'm putting on a retreat. That was when I was reluctant to even go down there because I had other things going on. And I want you guys to think about some of the things that you've went through when an event was coming up and all of the excuses that go through your mind before you actually pull the trigger on something. I've seen so many people who haven't come out to events who miss out on the things that the people who do come out to the events are able to experience because they just talk themselves out of it. The same thing with something like the master's course. You've literally got something that is more well put together than anything else out there in the entire industry, and there's people who will talk themselves out of actually buying it because of whatever bullshit excuse they have in their head. There's people who have the opportunity right now by promoting it, okay, who could go out there and make 10, 20, 30,000 this month, who will talk themselves out of it, almost like Lawrence did a year ago, right before we launched Empower, a year and 3 months or so ago, who almost talked themselves out of it. Lawrence Tam was literally ready to quit marketing because he was doing just the same stuff that we were all doing, dumb shit for small commissions, and it wasn't making the cash register ring. It really had to have 8 million people in your team really to make it $2. It was unbelievable. Okay, I'm surprised that all of us lasted as long as we did, but we've got the heart of lions, perseverance, and will not quit on our dreams. We knew that there was potential in this industry, and we were not going to leave until the miracle happens. There will be some of you who leave before the miracle happens. There will be some of you who leave right before you get to that point to where a defining moment is about to happen in your business, and you'll walk away, you'll quit, and you'll quit right before the magic is about to happen, okay? Hold on a second. It looks like Tam what? Is this the Taminator that just popped on here?
What's up, man?
Let me try to get this guy hooked up. Let me see if I can get him on here. I think the Taminator, speaking of the devil, just popped on. You got to get your camera on, my brother. Oh, man. Hold on a second. I almost got a glimpse of the Taminator staring off into the sunset, like just a badass frugal Asian man. I'll tell you the story about the frugal Asian man part here in a second if I can get him on. I'm probably screwing you up here, Lawrence, by clicking on stuff. Tam, you there, buddy? I'm probably screwing you up here, Lawrence, by clicking on stuff. Hold on, man. I'm hilarious with this stuff because I'm. Oh, I'm ejecting you. No, I'm not. I'm not sure I want to eject Tam. Hold on a second, guys. Try to figure out how to get the Taminator on here. I seen him just magically appear when I was talking about him. Anyways, while he's maybe getting his thing straightened out there with his camera or whatever, he's a technically challenged frugal Asian man. I mean, truthfully, the guy's just badass. I mean, he's making $50,000 a month and can't even get on a Google Hangout. I mean, that just shows and proves to you guys that you really don't have to be, David Copperfield when it comes to the computer to make money online. I'm in rare form tonight because I'm a little delirious. I was actually a secret corporate, which I don't like that word, but for the bankers and the lawyers and everybody who are watching the Hangout tonight, I'm just kind of trying to speak their language as well. Headquarters today, going through some stuff, to basically make our products better and help our people make more money. This is the bottom line. That's all I do. That's all Dave does. That's all we do here at Empower. And we've got, Chris Darty, the magical mystical, that bald head, Chris, I got to just tell you, that thing is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not even kidding.
It shines in the dark too, brother.
Dude, that thing glows in the dark, man.
It does. Real, dude.
Hey, no. So Chris, he actually emailed me and he was like, "Dave, are you really about to do a live stream that you just sent an email out in 5 minutes?" And I'll tell you how many people are on this thing. We've got like 600 people on, and 556 people with 5 minutes notice. He said, "Dave, my daughter's in there. She's running across my house right now. Like she looked like a deer out the. You ever had kids just run around in your house and it's like a deer or something? You're just like,
yeah,
what was that?
You feel like pulling on a bow and arrow or something, but.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's not well, especially because it's lit. Now, hold on a second. What do you got there on the top of your head?
What do you mean?
Oh my gosh! I knew you were a prophet.
What? Oh, is it? It's glowing, brother. It's glowing.
Oh, that's right, exactly. That is. I'm not gonna now. I don't want to do this to everybody because it's gonna literally cost you 1,000, if at least 1,000, if you actually want to see that thing glow in the dark. But what we'll do is we'll actually sell a private hangout to where
Right.
people can pay. I might give it to them for 997, but I think 997 is kind of weenie, so we'll probably
Yeah.
charge 1,000
We'll
if
just
they
set it
actually want to get
1,000.
on for 5 minutes and see that head glow in the dark. But we're not going to do it now, so just go ahead and keep the lights on, okay? Oh, the King Chris. So Chris, anyways, back to the story. So Chris is like, are you literal? Question one, are you really about to do a live stream in 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Yeah.
Question two is, are you going to be selling something? Sharp, I know you're always, you guys are always helping people make money and selling stuff. So are you going to be selling? And I replied back, I think, with one word, and that was yes.
Yes. It answered all three questions.
We got the magical, mystical, classy Tracy Walker, I think, that just popped on as well. This is really turning into. Oh, so guys, let me, and this is exactly what, of course, we want is we want to just get a delirious hangout that
We're just
goes
hanging
into the
out.
night. That just kind of goes into the night and just never ends. But first and foremost, number one, guys, if you're watching this and you're not in, get in. Period. Okay, there's a banner that's on the side of this. When you hover over it, you see a little arrow there. What I'd encourage you to do, here's actually what I want you to do. I want you to hover over that thing a couple of minutes while I just give you these instructions over the course of the next 30 seconds, and I want you to just kind of let that arrow just hypnotize you a little bit. I actually, a lot of people wonder what I do, and usually what I do is I learn this first thing from Chris Daugherty is I actually just kind of refresh my email all day looking for commissions, which a lot of people want to know the mystical, magical secrets of Chris Daugherty, and that's actually it. He will, if you join, he'll teach you how to refresh the Taminators on here. Tam, I just got to finish this story because I'll lose my train of thought if I don't. I'm telling people to join. Just hold on. So 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 I want you to just kind of hover over that button.
I'm doing it right now. I'm refreshing my email.
Well, now let's move over to the blog. Let's move back to the live stream. Just kind of hover over that button and kind of watch as the arrow magically kind of
Oh
appears.
yeah.
And I mean, seriously, if you need stimulation, you hover over that button. Tracy, is that you? I'm telling people to join. Hold on, I'll be right. Oh, she's on the phone. She's telling somebody to join too. So here's number one. If you're not in, guys, just get in. I mean, what really, honestly, more do you want or need? If you're a leader, you're probably watching this. You've got a team of 100,000. The truth of the matter is we've literally got people in here who have got teams of 100 or 50 who may be, and I don't want to get egoic here, and I don't want to talk out of my ass, but are quite possibly making as much money as some of the people with a team of 100,000. And I'm serious. I know a lot of people who have very big teams who rarely talk about the actual income that they're making because it's just not what we think it's going to be, right? It's just not. We've got a lot of people who have big teams who are just not making money, and it's a tragedy because they're working their ass off. So if you're a leader, get in. Go through our back office. Go through our platform. Use our blogging system. It's constantly improving. I challenge you to go through and listen to an Inner Circle audio one day for the next 7 days and tell me that you don't have a mental or emotional breakthrough, period. We've got people who are having breakthroughs if you want to help people. And I just wrote an email about this the other day. If you want to help people, get them in on our platform, in our community, and help them not only have a financial breakthrough, but help them have a personal and emotional breakthrough, guys. This is really what's cool about Empower. Number two, guys, for those of you who don't know, let me just tell you this real quick because maybe you're just popping on. Tam, Tracy, Daugherty, I'm sure you saw the blog post, but guys, we're launching not only the master's course on Monday, but a big badass affiliate contest to where we're giving away 10,000 cash. This contest is only going to last for 2 weeks, okay? 10,000 cash for the number one prize. Now, here's the really cool thing because Chris, what's the question mark, damn it? I mean, it's 10,000 cash. There ain't no questions about it.
I'll put my crown back on. That sounds good.
That's
10,000.
better. Now, yeah.
10,000.
So, but here's the really cool thing, and I want to get you guys' feedback on this. We're doing an iPad. Everybody who gets 3 sales, we're giving them a freaking iPad. Is that
What?
badass or is that
Yeah.
badass?
I've always wanted a darn iPad. I want to get one.
I don't even have an iPad. I'm gonna
What's
try
up
to
with
get.
that? Well, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get.
one, bro. You'll get
I'm
one.
getting. I'm getting 3 sales, and I'm gonna get an
Yeah.
iPad. Tam, I was just talking about you, dude, and I was telling the story of how a year ago I looked in your eyes, saw the pain in your face. You had the same pain that a lot of us had. Truthfully, it's why we kind
Oh
of all
man,
came together at the same time.
it was bad.
And 12,000 to you. See, here's what I was talking about a minute ago. I was talking about how there are people on this call that will leave before the miracle happens. There are people who are watching this live stream tonight that Tam,
It was me.
You almost left right before the miracle happened, didn't you, bro?
Yeah, man. Oh man, the pain. I mean, I literally told you the world was flat because that's all I saw. I was like, the world is flat, man. I'm telling you right now, it's impossible. I've put in hundreds of people. 12 grand a month consistently is impossible. I'm not David Wood. Ain't gonna happen. I'm just gonna go get another job. I'm done. I'm toast.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, I think about you right now. I kind of envision you sitting in. I don't. Did you have an office or did you sit in a cubicle? Truthfully, when you were working.
I was in a cubicle. I think it was 8 by 8.
Guys, are you listening to this? Lawrence Tam, Empower Network top earner in a freaking cubicle. How Lawrence, how I got to speak into the microphone on this. How, just so we can give the people some hope tonight. Seriously, because here's what I want to tell you, and this is, if you listen, guys, we're going to be saying some things that you can take and you can probably turn your income and double it just this week from some of the things I'm going to tell you. And here's one thing is I'm going to tell you is, remember, one of the only and main things that you can transfer to somebody is hope. So while a lot of you are trying to always transfer information and you're really stressing yourself out with a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, one of the things that you can only give people is, one of the main things that you can give people is hope. LT, how long ago, dude, were you in a freaking cubicle?
April 18th of this year, I was in a cubicle every day. Woke up at 5 o'clock, left the house at 5:30, got to work at 6:30. That was the grind. Can I squeeze in some time? Is there really money out there that I can make to replace my income? April 18th. I mean, I've been an engineer for 12 years, been in that company almost 6 years, and it just, as the days went on, it's like I think I'm just destined to just be stuck here, you know. And as much as I wanted, I mean, I thought I had some skills, you know. I thought I had some, some ability, but 12 grand a month was like, oh man, I'd have to be like a gangster or something, you know. And I didn't get it, you know what I mean? It's just like I didn't get it, you know, because we're so used to, like, that was what the internet was, making 30-40% commissions, and you got to make hundreds of them every month. And so you'll do it one month, and the next month is like, oh, I gotta do it again, and then I gotta do it again, and you know, we're always trying to find these little loopholes. But as an engineer, I mean, I look back at it now, and it's hilarious. I mean, it really. I have all my boxes that they boxed it up and mailed it to us, because when they lay you off, they don't want you screwing around with stuff, so they'll actually to have you leave immediately, and then they stick everything in a box, and then they ship you off, and 6 years of work is in 4, shipping boxes, and they're still stuck in my corner. I'm just like, that's pretty hilarious that, they're paying me like 80 grand a year, doing something for them, making like 5% of what they pull in, and now I can get paid 100% commission. It's kind of like that shift, and then it was like, well, can this guy do it? I didn't know, and you and Wood were like, Lawrence, come on, man, it's easy. You can do this. Just drive traffic, build a list, learn to apply everything you've been learning, and just do what you're good at doing. And I'm like, 12 grand a month? That's like 5 figures a month. Like, it's like people who advertise making 4 figures a month, and they go, I'm making 5 figures a month. it was unfathomable. It's one of those crazy things. It's like you have to kind of pinch yourself, and you wake up and you're like, wow, I actually was able to do it because a lot of people made money, not just me. Had to be a lot of people making money.
Yeah, yeah. Unbelievable story, man. Tracy, I'm gonna go grab my charger real quick. You want to share your thoughts on it's just great to see. Honestly, great to have you on. What do you think about this for your team? Because you've got this unbelievable. Actually, all you guys got this unbelievable team. Your team showed up. You organized them. They looked unbelievable at the event. It was just like everybody knew where your team was, and a lot of your team's making money. Yeah. What about the whole? I mean, is this badass? 3 sales, Costa Rica. The master's course and a freaking iPad. I mean, really, it's all about the people. Hold on a second. You talk about whatever you want, but I'll be right back.
All right, that's good. I love how Dave says, just talk about whatever you want. I'm super stoked about this because I actually didn't even know about the Hangout until I saw some little comment things popping up on the side of my computer. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck is this? And then some people in our team Facebook group were saying, hey, this live stream is on. Then I saw Darty on there with this crown. What is this? You guys saw I was on the phone. So I'm trying to figure out what am I missing? And I jump on here. I said, well, there's got to be something. I'm sure Sharp would have invited me to this thing. So I go, I run, and I check my email, and then I find the invite. And this thing is so freaking cool. Like, I still even have my mind wrapped around it. In reference to the 3 sales, and you get an iPad, that is ridiculous. Like, that means at minimal effort. That means you could literally send out a couple emails, make 3. You know what, Chris? You are cracking up.
They got this button you can press and it randomizes all the things it puts out. It's like a slot machine. It takes 3 of them and just puts them on your face. It's pretty smart.
Pretty crazy.
So I already know how you're going to get at least 3 sales, Chris, because you're going to be doing that in a video and record it, and people are just going to buy because that looks so fun. I would join you if my sponsor was doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, just get in. Stop messing around.
That's right. That's right. Well, actually, my sponsor does do stuff like that. That's why we had the Guy Fawkes mask, right? So my sponsor does cool stuff like that too. Thanks, Dave and Dave. But no, this is crunk. I like this. We're gonna have to play around with this a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Tracy, have you never done a live stream or a hangout before?
You know what? I've done probably about 3 hangouts total, maybe 4.
It's just cool.
You're just doing these. You're doing the effects, aren't you, Chris? Is that what you're doing? This hilarious stuff.
I don't actually wear glasses. I'm trying to look like Tam. I'm the next #1 income earner. Check me out.
Now hold on. They actually got Guy Fawkes. Hold on a second.
Do they got him, man?
You have Guy Fawkes?
Well, they have.
He's got like some kind of sound effects going on over
there. There we go.
Oh, what is this?
I actually can't even.
Sound effects, dude.
All right, so now we actually could have a lot of fun with this. Okay, so anyway, so let's keep. Oh shit! I almost broke my table here. So everybody, now I'm gonna pop over here to the blog, guys. If you see, I just want to ask you guys who are on this call now. We've got now 639 people, 486 comments. If you think that you can do 3 sales in the next 2 weeks starting Monday, I want you to say I'm all in. Seriously, I want you to say that I'm all in on the blog, on the comment under this video, if you think you can do 3 sales. Seriously. Tell me right now, because what I want to know is I want to know who you are, because the truth of the matter is you guys got to get your faces out there. You got to know, you got to freaking let us know who you are. You got to right now set your intentions. You got to make a decision right now that that's exactly what you're going to do. Period. You're not going to settle for less. You're not going to settle for 1. You're not going to settle for freaking 2. You're not going to settle for none. You're not going to settle for your team. You're not going to settle for anything except a minimum of 3 sales in that 2-week period. And I want to tell you, not only it's not just about the iPad. Okay, the iPad is just, it signifies what you're achieving. It's about, and it's not actually about the money either, guys. It's about setting an intention, not quitting, following through, and freaking making it happen. That's what it's about. It's about freaking getting on a live stream, okay? And I invited some other people, and I don't know what, obviously I only gave people 5 minutes freaking notice, which is kind of why Tracy was like, what the hell? But, guys, I had a guy, did you guys hear the Monday night call? Hopefully everybody heard that. Hopefully everybody's listened to that now 2 or 3 times. But I had Robert Mercado on that call. Guys, if you heard that man's story, it was... Now, if Tam's story isn't freaking unbelievable enough right now, the fact that a few months ago the guy was in a damn cubicle, okay? I want you to think about this. In a freaking cubicle. And now he's doing... How much did you make last month, Tam? Your total income.
I think I was breaking 70.
Maybe what?
I think I broke 70 last month.
Yeah. We should just end the call right there, honestly.
It's over. It's done.
That was before a $3,000 product.
Man didn't think he could do 12,000, right? He was in a cubicle even while he was... Tam, here's what I'm gonna guess, bro, is that even while you were, even in the first month, I think you did... What did you do here? Did you do 50,000 the first month, or was it 20,000?
That was what the promotional run, I think, was... I think I did... 50K in 72 days or something like that. I think the first month was around 30.
Okay, the first month at Empower was around...
I think it was around 30, but I mean, was it? No, it was 72,000 in 56 days, so it was around probably 30 grand. Yeah.
We don't even look at the bank account anymore. We just spend money.
Well, I actually went to my bookkeeper today, and he's like, "You actually make a good amount of money if you want to buy." We're talking about cars, and he's like, if you want to buy a new car, you can, because I mean, you got good money. We're talking about expenses. He's like, you can write it off. I mean, just write it off.
I think we lost Sharp. He's all freezing up on us.
Yeah.
Well, while we're waiting, that's exactly what I'm getting ready to do, actually, Tam. Come my birthday, which is November the 22nd, I will have a nice new Maserati sitting in the...
Oh!
You guys get ready.